Hey guys and girls, welcome to the start of our playthrough for LiveALive, or LiveALive. I never figured out what the pronunciation was for this. Let me know in the comments. I always called it LiveALive, but it's probably LiveALive. This is a upcoming HD 2D remake RPG series that I plan to play for the channel. The demo, why I'm saying this is the start of it, is because the demo lets you play through stuff that can get transferred into the main game. So this is officially the first part, and we are gonna jump in. I'm excited. I've been waiting for this game for quite a bit since it was announced, and I cannot wait. Display tutorial, sure. Confirm. Wait, no. Okay. I played a fan translation of this one long time ago. It was really fun. It's a really unique game where you get to jump through a bunch of different time periods, which eventually kind of coexist and link together. I'm not gonna go too into it though. We're just gonna jump in so you guys can experience what I mean. So from what the demo says, I get to play I get to play 3 stories, at least the beginning of the first 3 stories, which I'm down for. This demo includes portions from the following 3 chapters: Imperial China, Twilight of Edo Japan, and the Distant Future. Okay, so we have the future timeline, the ninjas timeline, the Twilight of Edo Japan, and the Imperial China timeline. These are a couple of the other ones. Present day, which is this one was really cool because this is the, I guess, sort of like tournament Street Fighter sort of timeline. You have prehistory, which is back in caveman era. This one was also a really cool one that I can't wait to play in this remake. The Wild Wild West sections were super cool looking. And then we have the near future, which isn't, which is like, I guess, one before the distant future's time. So I'm gonna play it in comparison to the ones that I personally find the characters kind of not interesting the most, like in that order. Which the first person I find out of at least these 3, because I love ninjas and I love martial arts. With this cool looking like monk master, is the robot era. So we're gonna jump into the distant future. Far from Earth, in the vast void of space, the transport freighter Cogito Ergo Sum slowly makes its way home. Aboard this tiny vessel, a new form of life is born. Alas, as a series of incidents put the safety and well-being of the ship's crew in jeopardy, this autonomous support unit, but recently built by the engineer Kato, must work together with its creator to ensure all is not lost. Let's do it. So we're playing like a sort of, I guess, Wall-E type of character. It's a new life form that gets built by an engineer here in the future. God, the game looks so beautiful. Space Dock TSQ 05, record of departure. Registration, Cogito Ergo Sum, class civilian transport freighter. Destination, Earth. Cargo, xenobiological specimen, crew 5, passenger 1, courier military. Main character design, Yumi Tamura. Cargo manifest, primary cargo, xenobiological specimen, description, giant quadruped, habitat unknown, capabilities unknown. I feel like this chapter was very inspired by Alien. In terms of its style, it's very kind of like, you can see some good vibes of it within how everything kind of looks. Hey, like they're all in like cryo sleep. Orders from command concerning specimens are as follow. Detailed study of specimen is of highest priority. All necessary measures should be taken to ensure delivery. Escort is mandated. What? Is this Kato? The mechanical heart, the distant future. Now, I'm not gonna voice all of this. It is voice acted, so I don't have to, I guess. But I'm gonna kind of speed read through some of the text that isn't. Some of it I will read. We'll see how it plays out. Because this is going to be probably a pretty hefty game, and I want to make sure I get the appropriate amount of push through it.
Okay. That should do it.
I love that it's all voice acted.
That's odd. Very odd indeed. I'm certain I did everything right. Huh? It worked! It worked! Brilliant! Wonderful! Hello there, little one. Can you hear me? My name is Kato.
Kato.
K-A-T-O. Kato. It's a pleasure to meet you. Right, of course. You need a name. Let's see. Well, you're quite round.
I think you got to name them in the original game, if I remember
terrible.
correctly.
Hardly fit for a dog.
But if they're gonna call me something, I don't know if I should change your name.
Yes. Well, you may be, but mankind's strength is our sense of humor. Cube! That's impressively worse. Naming was never my forte.
That is pretty dumb, Kato. I'm just saying.
Perhaps inspiration will strike as we walk.
Okay.
Come along, little one.
The radar. The radar located in the bottom right corner of the screen can be used to identify unexplored areas. The cool thing about this game as well is that each one is totally different in terms of its gameplay, its style. It all fits each era, which I'm ready for. This is gonna be great. Okay. So we are alive. We are this little robot guy. Level 7 currently. Toy robot. A mint-conditioned vintage steel Titan. Holographic photo frame. A smiling elderly couple stands on either side of a young boy holding a toy spaceship. I assume that's my creator. Kitchen unit. Okay. Let's go after him.
Good. Good. Follow me.
Okay. Oh god, I didn't mean to hit that. That was so dumb of me.
Right then. Yes.
Greetings, Kato. I hope this morning finds you well.
Top of the morning to you too. I'd like to enter a new crew member into the system.
Understood. Scanning new crewmate. Scan complete. Classification. Autonomous support. Please state designation. I do get to name it. Okay. Cube. Cube is dumb. We're gonna call it... We're gonna keep with the aesthetic of his name. I'm gonna call him Cubio. Cubio. I know that's probably not how you spell it, but... It's not like that, right? No, that looks stupid. Cubio. Let's do... Should we do numbers? Make it like a designation thing? Cubio, like I-O. Also, real quick. I don't want to spend too much time on naming these. Cubio. Or maybe I can change spaces. Because I am the first one of this made, right? That looks like Cubio. Cubert? Cupboard. I don't know what the name. Wow. Wallow. Yeah, let's go with that. Wallow. Sure. Creating profile. I said he's like Wally, so I think Wallow sounds like a good, appropriate designation.
And with that, you should be able to come and go as you like. Oh, and whatever you do, don't forget your name. Access to private quarters is subject to some perfunct to enter. You may need to input your name. So, if you're ever having trouble, that's to do so. Access the panel. Do you understand?
Nope, I got it.
Then the next order of business, little one, is a test of your analytical skills. I'm going to leave this room and head to another area on this floor. I want you to try and find me.
Yes, sir. Oh, and if you ever feel lost, take a moment to review the ship's map. Okay. Okay. So is my name there now? Oh, I can save it if I want. Sure. Wallow! It's kind of like Willow a little bit. I think I like it. This ship is huge, dude. Rachel Klein in the private quarters. Yoshiyuki Kato over on that side. Alright, so I have to find him, right? There's a red flag marker. I think that means... So this is basically to let me explore the ship. But for the most part, we're focusing on story.
Good. You made it.
I'm gonna search around things at my leisure off screen, in certain areas. I want you guys to play these games. Most of the time, when I say I'm focusing on story, it's because I want you to also feel the need to want to explore and find a lot of stuff that I think makes these games worth checking out. But anyway, let's continue.
Now it's time for you to meet your fellow crew members.
Let's do it.
Through this door, you'll find the cryogenic stasis pods. We use them to put humans into cold sleep to preserve resources during long trips into space. Little one, I have a very important job for you. I want you to head inside and wake up your new friends. You can do it.
Okay. Hello. The cryogenic stasis unit hummed softly. Reserve unit. A single button flashes on the console. How do I... ZL? Okay. Auto advance. The cryogenic stasis unit hums. Register action is displayed on a nearby screen. Oh, that goes really slow. Reserve unit. Okay. Huey Thumble. A single button flashes. That dude looks like a military expert. That one I just let out. Okay. Rachel Klein, signaler. Wakey, wakey. They're all getting waken up by like a tiny robot. And finally, Kirk Wells, the helmsman. I guess you could sort of say the captain, right?
Thank you, little one. I appreciate the help.
Is any of them gonna say anything?
Good morning, my friends.
Finished your pet project?
Indeed. They have even taken a name for themselves.
Wallow.
Hello, my name is Rachel. Looking forward to working with you.
Nice to meet you, buddy. Name's Kirk.
Hello, Kirk. All these cool people. No, that person doesn't care about me. Okay.
Rise and shine, Huey. We've been on ice long enough.
Show us what you've got. Mind giving Sleeping Beauty here a swift kick to get him up and moving?
Yes, sir.
Kirk, you dingus. I'll thank you again for not kicking a blissfully sleeping man's pillow. I'm sure we had this conversation before. What is that thing?
Easy there, Huey. You're still coming out of cryo. As for the new addition, it's that bot Kato's been working on forever.
Huh? Oh, bot. Gato's bot. Right, that project of his. He got it up and running.
Nice to see you.
Hello there. I'm Huey.
What's up, Huey? Look at that big dude, though.
Darth, feeling well rested?
Hardly. If anyone actually feels better coming out of cryo, I've yet to meet them.
Guess what, Corporal? Kato finally finished the bot he was working on.
That's not the voice I imagined to come out of that big dude. Okay.
Let's introduce you.
Never mind that. Let's dispense with the formalities.
Gotcha, Corporal.
Tell me, though, do you intend to let your clank have the run of the ship? If so, then I expect you to see that it does not get underfoot, and to discipline it if it does. If there is nothing else, then I will go on ahead to the recreation room and prepare for the briefing.
Wow. What a dick.
That's a military man for you. All business.
Real piece of work, huh?
Right, of course, the customary briefing after waking the crew. You should join us in the recreation room too. Don't worry about the corporal. He'll warm to you in due time.
Ha! It's as if you actually see it as one of us. But I suppose that's just your way.
Oh. Do you think so?
He sees me as a friend. Okay. So there's a couple places it looks like I can go. There you are, Wallow. No sign of the captain. He's usually such a stickler for punctuality.
Hmm? Oh, you must be interested in my book. Would you like to read it?
Yes. That's cute. The Dawn of the Space Age.
It was written by humans long, long ago. I've always enjoyed these older stories. They have an earnestness, an adventure.
Says the guy who's practically terrified of his own shadow.
It must sound strange to you, seeing as how you were born on this ship, so to speak. I think you should learn as much as you can. Expand your horizons. Take a look around the ship and see if anything interests you. Don't just rely on humans to teach you, either. Kato, does this bot of yours have any
Well, no. But they do have the capacity to process data and develop skills, such as... why don't I teach you how to prepare coffee?
That sounds cool.
Come with me, little one. I'll show you how to use the machine.
Kirk is really good at this game.
This retro game is my latest
Kirk, you have made more progress in a shorter period of time than any other player to date. Your skill and dedications are impressive.
Damn straight. You want to give it a go?
Sure. Captain Square. You can interact with the arcade machine in the recreation room to play the Captain Square retro game. Arcade machine. Sure. Let's try it once. Captain Square. Mercury. Oh, nice. It's like a turn-based battle tutorial. Okay, so, get him. Ow.
Tachyon sword! Huh! Huh! Yes!
What am I at? Oh, I have a lot of HP. Yeah, let's get him. Tachyon sword!
Huh! Huh! Victory!
Next stage, Venus. Oh, look at these things. Okay.
Ion bomb! Cool!
Ah, you missed. Cosmic Headbutt? Oh, that's BS, but okay. Might actually call that there for this game. I don't know how long the game goes, the arcade game, but that's cool.
Not cut out. Let me give you some advice. You can't always be aggressive.
Yeah, it's like a game of chess. I get it. I get it. The coffee machine sits atop here. Use. Yeah. Or would you look at that? Mind if I have a taste? A bit bitter for me. Sorry, it's their first cup. I tried my best, okay? It looks like I can talk to Mr. Corporal. Oh, God, what the hell, dude?
Don't touch me!
Please, there's no need to get so upset.
He kind of sounds like Shulk. I don't know if it's the same
People
voice
have
actor.
no idea what these things are capable of. But I do. I've seen it.
I don't know about any of that, but I'm sure it's got nothing to do with this one.
Hey, it's the captain.
I apologize for keeping you all waiting. Matters with our contacts on Earth demanded my full attention. So, what is the status of our crew?
Everyone is present and accounted for, sir.
Good. Wait. What is that thing over there?
Ah, that would be the robot I've been working on, sir.
Fully operational, I see. You'll have to permit me a closer look later. Right then. Everything appears to be in order, so that will be all.
Hell of a briefing, huh? Spent most of the time gaming and waiting for it to begin and end just like that.
You say that like it's a bad thing.
Well, it is what it is.
Oh, Kato. If you want to get a look, come down to the cargo hold.
At the behemoth? Of course! That'd be wonderful! Ah, but first I need to perform a brief inspection of the main computer. I'll head downstairs afterwards. Ah, you must be wondering. This is a transport freighter, and as usual, we've been tasked with making a delivery. Anyway, if you like, you can use the elevator to come and join me. The main computer is on level 3, and the cargo hold is on level 1.
Okay. I feel like that dude's gonna hate constantly. Where would you like to go? You said the main computer was on level 3, right? He's going to the cargo hold, which I think is 1.
magnificent.
Isn't it?
Kirk wasn't even interested in taking a look. He seemed almost offended at the suggestion.
It's in our nature, I fear. The tendency to be unwilling or unable to acknowledge the other.
Kirk is who he is, and I respect that, but I don't think I'll ever be at ease with people like him.
Strong, bold men. Men who conquered space and paved the way for others to follow.
It's not just Kirk, though. Lately, I've been struggling to relate to Rachel, too. Maybe it's just me. You and Kirk are complete opposites, yet you seem to get along well enough. Is that you, little one? Come inside and take a look.
What are we looking at? Oh, damn, look at that thing.
This is the priceless cargo we're transporting. Beautiful, don't you think?
Very.
So long as you admire it from a distance, even the most exquisite rose handled without care will bleed you with its thorns. And this particular rose has two massive ones, in case you haven't noticed.
Hey, can you two come to the bridge?
Something wrong?
Got some comms trouble by the look of it. I could use a hand here.
Double time, Huey. Warp.
Look all you like. I don't care. But do remember that this is military property. My responsibility. And I do not take it lightly.
Yes, of course.
We were just leaving, actually. Kato, there's a section of wiring just outside the cargo hold I need you to check for me.
Understood.
Wow. Uppity bastard up our butts.
You again.
Yeah, I was just going.
Better not catch you fiddling with that console.
You know what? I'm gonna fiddle with it. Behemoth observation log, visual log, press visual log or audio log. Interesting. Okay. Everything looks to be in order. Right then, to the bridge. Two, three. Okay, so they went to the third floor. Is what it was telling me there.
And you checked the sub-antennas?
I did, and they're fine. It's a Watanabe hypercaster, made in Japan and everything. The main and sub-units are designed to function independently, so one going down shouldn't necessarily affect the other.
What did the captain have to say?
Continue your investigation and get back to me when you have more information. We'll settle on a plan then.
And you checked...
I did. It's a Watanabe, the main and...
Alright, says I can talk to you.
Wait and see, huh? The whole system could fail before he's ready to take action.
What a horrible thought.
The system has already effectively failed, if we can only receive transmissions from Earth. As it stands, we can no longer exchange information with them. We can only hope they have surmised our situation from our silence.
Sounds like an excuse to do nothing. I'm heading outside to perform an on-site inspection of the array. Something probably came loose or got knocked out of position. Should be easy to fix once I get a good look at it.
There's no talking him out of it now. So we may as well try and back him up. Are you up for a spacewalk, Kato?
Yes, of course.
Rachel, I'll go with him to the airlock to assist with preparations. I'll come back afterwards so we can monitor from the bridge.
So close to home. So close. The last thing we need right now is to spend time alone together.
Just the two of us.
Yes? What is it?
Captain, sir, I wish to update you on the comms issue. Kirk and Kato are going to head outside and perform an on-site inspection of the array.
I see. Very good.
Captain, what's gotten into him?
I have no idea. Guess I'll go and find where Kato and them are heading out from. Private storage. This has to be down, right? I'm assuming it's like a couple floors down. Cargo hold. Yeah, airlock. Okay. Because they're heading out. They're going to do a spacewalk. So they got to be down here. Oh yeah, there it is. Maybe I can help. Oh,
Stop it!
What?
Please! This is neither the time nor place!
You and your holier-than-thou attitude.
What is going on?
Stay out of it, Bod.
There you go again, losing your temper, hurting others.
Got it all figured out, huh? Your problem is you can't take a joke. Always so damn serious. You're exhausting. It's a miracle Rachel humored you as long as she did.
Damn.
We're leaving. Try not to get sucked out the hatch when we go. Be a real shame that...
Are you alright?
So Rachel and this dude were together, Huey, right? And is Rachel with the mean dude now? Good luck.
I'm sorry you had to see that. People are a bit more complicated than machines, don't you
A bit, that's for sure. We are weird. Very, very weird. Alright. Now, I'm wondering if I go up back to the 3rd floor. She said the last thing she wanted to do was be locked alone with him. So is she gonna be up here with Huey monitoring? Is that what it is? I guess we'll find out. It's back here, right? Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's what it is. Okay. So what you up to, Huey? I did not mean to touch... Did I touch something by accident?
Rachel, they're in position.
Okay.
Understood.
All right, let's get this show on the road.
Commencing operation. Kato, you need to access the administrator controls. Switch the system to maintenance mode.
Inputting code. Whiskey Alpha Tango Alpha November Alpha Bravo. Kirk?
Kirk, do you copy?
Loud and clear. Everything's fine. Huh? I can't.
Uh-oh.
Kirk? Kirk!
What the hell happened?
What's happening? Kirk? Kirk, respond! Someone talk to me!
That's not good. That's not good.
I've got him. But there's something wrong with his suit.
What's wrong with his suit? Ow, you can't do that! You reach the end of this chapter in the demo version. You can save your progress and continue from this point in the full version. What is happening aboard the Cogito Ergo Sum? What lies in store for Wallow? Discover the truth for yourself. Okay. Well, that was chapter 1 for Wallow. Let's jump into the next person then. Which, we'll save the ninja for last. So I'm going to do our old Chinese master here. An old Chinese master, nearing the end of his life, yearns to preserve his kung fu for future generations. With this purpose does he venture forth from his home, atop Mount Aspiration, in search of a worthy successor to his legacy. Once he has gathered the 3 disciples, he will subject them to relentless training to strengthen the body, enhance the reflexes, and unlock true potential. Of these 3, who will rise to the occasion and become the next Sifu? Let's go.
Ha!
This is cool. This is like, you're playing as like Ip Man, basically. This is dope. And like, just look at the 3 distinct...
In time, all fades from memory.
Like, feels to them. I love it so. The charm and beauty of each of these eras is
For the
great.
sake of future generations, an old man labors tirelessly to preserve his legacy. A powerful martial art.
Earthen Heart Sifu. Oh, is it? Okay, his name's Earthen Heart. I'm gonna I'm gonna do something that sounds like from the old Kung Fu movies. We're gonna do Wang Lu. Or Wang Lei? How would it be spelled? Wang Lei. Wang Lu. I kinda like Wang Lu. Wang Lu Sifu. Sure. Let's do it. Wang Lu, the Sifu. The main character design, Yoshide Fujiwara for this one. Look at the Wang Lu.
With a spirit unwavering as the earth, and a mind tranquil as flowing water. Yet gentle streams may surge with such strength to shatter even hardened stone. To cultivate the soul and surpass the flesh. To strive for something greater than oneself. That was his Kung Fu.
Hiya!
It's as I feared. I've not a moment to lose. I must use what time is left to me to find and train the disciple, a young prodigy, as strong in body as young in spirit, a worthy successor to my art.
He feels his time is coming. This is cool. So we get to like maybe start a martial arts school. Imperial China, the successor.
And so it was that the Shifu began his search for a young heir. Long had it been since he last ventured down from the mountains.
Long indeed. Looks like there's some stuff there. What's his level start at? He's level 10. What equipment do I have? Iron Fist. Okay. If it isn't a pair of weathered boots. If it isn't a pair of Keelan boots. Keelan? Okay. I assume the weathered boots are for someone else, maybe? Alright. Let's go. Actually, before we do that, that looked like a door over here. What does this lead to? Pork bun. Other pork bun. Weathered garments. Okay. So I've got gear just in case I need a party member. I meet a party member. Which is good. This first part, by the way, guys, is going to be long. Most of these are going to be long. Because this is just the first chapter, I want to get through all of them here. Because I feel like I can do it. I don't think it's going to take that long. Just gonna press on. Ahead, Mount Aspiration Summit. We're going down the mountain, though. So let's go do that. I'm gonna loot everything as I go. Southwest, Wang Village, Northeast, Uniform Market. Let's go to the Wang Village. Go check out the village. Be careful, traveler. A sickness is spreading here that's sure to give an old man like you a terrible stomachache. I hear bandits are seeking to profit off the sickness. Hello. If it's stomach cramps, then... Sure? Oh. Everyone has stomach cramps. There are fortifying herbs that grow in the bamboo forest which can cure the sickness. Okay. Herbs. I can find those, probably. Bamboo forest ahead. Watch out for bandits. Let's do this. I got some people to save. Yo, tiger? What the hell? Wait, what was that? Wild tiger. Tiger and dragon's rebuke. Get him!
I see!
Menu. No. Just go for it. I love this like kind of strategy-ish turn-based style that this game entails. It's pretty great.
You did well.
Thank you. I did my best, you know. With battles. Let me see something. Never mind. I don't think I can do anything. It's fine. No more than a weed. If it isn't a tuft of nature's providence. White clovers. I'm being followed, clearly. We can see that much. As they're zooping around. Wild tiger. Da, 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 da. You missed. You thought.
I see! You really shouldn't.
Wow. They really can't hit him.
Even the most mighty can be restrained.
I see!
That's all, then.
Not so fast.
Hello.
An old man should know better than to walk alone in the woods. Hand over your money. Quickly, or else.
I'm afraid I have nothing
I
for
am
you.
afraid I have nothing for you.
What was that?
I said I have nothing to offer. Nothing to offer that you would appreciate, that is.
That right. don't think I'll go easy on you because of your age. In fact, I think your long life ends today!
Wow. Okay. You want to go? Lei Kugo. Traveler's first step. Monkey's withdrawal. Toy with an enemy by executing a playful punch before retreating a few steps. That sounds cool. I don't even need to take her serious.
Is mine.
Da, 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 da. Chipmunk's delight. Close the gap.
Step right as a chipmunk.
Oh. Kind of shook you could hit me from there. Okay. You know what? You earned yourself this one.
I see. That's all, then.
How could this happen? How could I lose to this fool 4 times my age?
Rude.
The young would do well not to disrespect their elders, nor underestimate their skill. I must say, I'm impressed by your speed and agility. Might you consider abandoning this life of banditry, and instead, allow me to teach you my kung fu?
Piss off, old man! Although, it's going to eat at me, not knowing how you run so easily. Fine, I accept. Let's see what's so great about your kung fu. But don't misunderstand me. You're not my shifu, and I'm not your student.
Okay. Whatever you
Once
say,
I've learned your
Tsundere.
secrets, I'll get my revenge on you.
You've a lot of spirit, young lady.
Oh, I'm no lady. I'm Lei Kugo, and don't you forget it.
You may rest assured that I will not. It is a good, strong name, worthy of pride. But pride will lead you astray if you let it. As it did, not so long ago.
Quick with the retorts, aren't you? Lead on, then. We'll see if you're as good as you say. Yeah!
Hey, got myself a disciple. Okay. Entry forbidden to all those who value their lives. I kind of want to fight this tiger. Let's hit it with the Chipmunk's Delight.
I see.
What do you got? Serpent Strike.
That's the stuff.
Let's see if she can equip some of the stuff I got now. She's level 3. Ooh, she can. We can have that and that. Indomitable Fist Fortress. What do you want, old man? This is no place for the likes of you. Okay. Not a place we can go to. Got it. I think we should have everything we need to go back to the village. Because those look like they were like key item things that we were picking up.
Step lightly as a chipmunk.
You're all talk.
Oh wait, what's that? What's that? I missed 2. good team.
You're all talk.
Is he all talk though? He's just a tiger. He doesn't talk. You get it? You get it? She said he's all talk, but he doesn't talk. So he's all nothing. Haha, I'm funny. Hey, okay. So I did miss some. I don't know how many I need. I'm gonna hope that's enough, and we're gonna go back and see if we can cure people now. Okay. Hello. Oh, no, not that. A potent medicinal herb. How strange, I'm feeling better already. Thank you again, Shifu. Can I thank you enough? Please take this. Please take this. How strange, I'm feeling better.
Wait, aren't you?
Sorry about that.
Oh, you bastard. He stole all the rest of our stuff.
So, you're the Shifu I've heard so much
Didn't he?
about. And my apologies. That was my grandson. He is a kind and considerate boy, usually. These days, though, he's not quite himself. Maybe it's just a phase. He lost his parents when he was young, and while I did my best, there's no making up for that.
I believe the pains are gone. Thank you so much. Please take this. You're welcome. Wait, what's happening there? Wait. Wait, I need one more.
I thought he is Akame.
I need one more, right? Or are you sick too? No. Yeah, I need to go get one more. He's gonna have to wait. That irks me hard. That I need one more. I'll be right back to whatever's happening there with the grandson.
You're all talk.
So the way I'm hoping to structure this is to get through at least a chapter of like multiple parts per part. So for example, you know what, I don't care that much to get all of them. So what I was saying though, for example, I'm gonna get through this whole demo in this part and get through the first chapter for the 3 characters that are available. And I'd like to kind of keep that momentum if I can. So a lot of these parts are going to be like long episodes because I want to get like at least 2 characters a chapter done for 2 characters. That's the limit I'm trying to put at the very least.
Where do you think you're going?
Well, don't keep me waiting now.
Okay.
No. No! This won't do at all. You need to learn to pick your targets better. Don't just stand there! Get going!
No, I won't.
What was that?
I did what you told me to do because I was too scared to refuse. But enough is enough. I told myself it was for her. Too sick to work now, even. But these poor people, they're someone else's elders. I can't keep stealing from them.
I'll give you a chance to apologize for your disrespect.
You're not worthy of respect. I'll not live my life as a whip dog for a bastard like you.
Oh, but you will. Now, apologize before I lose my temper.
No.
Ungrateful whelp!
Walk away, old man, if you value what little life you've got left.
Pardon me?
What do you want?
That's kind of badass.
Tell me, do you believe yourself stronger than this boy?
A stupid question.
And yet, in truth, you and your associates are rather weaker.
Are you blind? Look on me, the great Sun Tzu Wen, and tell me I am not 1,000 times the man he will ever be.
I do not deny that you have an impressive physique. However, true strength is not derived from the body alone. And that is why I believe this boy to have greater potential than all of you combined.
Burn.
Really? I can't see it.
Indeed. That much is plain. True strength flows from the heart. I'm sorry.
You'll be weeping blood when I'm through with you.
I see!
Damn you! Now you're making me mad!
Step lightly as a chipmunk.
I've lost.
That's all.
Who is this old man?
Wait. I recognize him. Me too. He knows Kung Fu. He's the Shifu.
Him? Forgive me, Shifu! Forgive me!
Brother!
You should be proud, young man.
But how can you say that? I stole your money. Your money. Here, take it.
Thank you. Remember the strength of spirit you found today.
Wait! Please, accept me as your disciple.
I'm afraid I must decline.
I must decline. Tell me, do you wish to learn Kung Fu to exact revenge on those brigands?
Well...
Fear not, for you have already more than defeated them.
But... Shifu! Please allow me to be your disciple. Please, I implore you.
Well, if you insist.
No, I cannot.
I won't take no for an answer.
He's gonna went to that other area, isn't he? Oh wait, no. Is he going toward my dude's house? There's a flag over here.
Please allow me. Please, I implore.
Well, if you insist.
Shifu.
You showed bravery in the face. I am sure you would grow much stronger. For the power you seek is beyond no one. Be the man or woman, old or young. It matters not, for it is the will to improve, to be better. Therein lies true strength.
I see.
I do not believe you have told me your name.
I'm Ewing Zhou. You won't regret this decision, Shifu.
Ewing Zhou. Hey, that's 2 down. Okay. He's lower level than her. I'm assuming I have to go back to the town. Or to that area with the gate. God, this game is so beautiful. I still feel the shock of like seeing it like this. If you guys look up comparison videos to how the game originally looks and how they did this like HD upgrade, it's ridiculous how good it looks. Blows my mind, honestly.
as a chipmunk.
You really shouldn't.
Great! Yeah! I'm just getting started!
We're gonna try and see if I have to go through that gate at the end of this area, or if I have to just take him back to town, because I actually don't know. Okay, so it's just back to town.
I see!
That's the stuff.
Da, 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 da. Maybe I can talk to his mom and tell her that he's not missing. He just was stupid. Hello.
Ewing may not be the strongest or most capable candidate to carry on your legacy, but he has a good heart. So please,
Give him a chance. I will. I will try my best to... Wait, is it... Do I just gotta go back to the house? Did I miss something? Because I don't see a thing anywhere. Wait, was there something on the, like, the east path, maybe? I don't remember going down here. What is this area? Yunfa Market. Yeah, we did not go this way. So maybe we could find a third disciple here? It's been a while since you last visited Shifu.
Stop! Stop! You've got to pay for that!
Got a thief on our hands? Look at this dude. Oh, the dodging skills though.
one to grab him gets a free meal!
He's a big boy.
Caught you! Finally! Now, pay what you owe right this instant!
I can't. I don't have any money.
Oh, really? Well, we'll just have to find another way to settle this then. Oh, Shifu! This idiot's been stealing food from me since I don't know when. He single-handedly brought my business to the brink of ruin. Teach the scoundrel a lesson.
Very well.
Very well. I'll say to the lad.
Wait. Please. Don't do this.
I didn't want to fight him. I thought like he would take him aside, maybe. He's resistant? What? Alright. Punch him.
I see!
He is chunky boy. He's got a lot of defense. Ooh. That's painful. Okay, it might be better to hit him with some chipmunks.
Right. As a chipmunk.
Kind of chill back a little bit.
I see!
Whittle him down. Oh my gosh, dude. This is the first time I actually got weak. Pork bun up. Lion's dismissal.
With the ferocity of a lion.
I see!
That's all, then.
Such strength.
That was incredible, Shifu! Let that be a lesson to you, thief! Steal from me again, and I'll take it out of your hide!
Tell me, why take without paying what is due?
I cannot pay because I have no job. No one will hire me. I have no skills, no trade. My words are poor, but my body is big, as is my hunger. I must eat.
Young man, do not bemoan your body.
Huh? But it is why I suffer. Why people laugh and call me names. How is that a gift?
Because, young man, it makes you wonderful and unique. But it is for you to decide whether you will embrace your potential or deny it in shame.
Potential? You think I have potential?
You move with the swiftness of a man half your size.
Practice. After I eat, I must run.
Come with me, and I'll see that you never want for food. All I ask in return is that you take part in a few training exercises. Think of it as a job, if you like, and your meals the payment.
A job? I've always wanted a job.
Tell me, what is your name?
Hong. Hong Haka. When do we start? And when do we eat? Ha ha!
Hey. Third one down.
Well, it looks as though I've found my 3 disciples. I'm afraid my school has seen better days.
Let's do it. an odd bunch, but they will be strong.
I bid you welcome to my school.
You weren't kidding when you said it had seen better days.
So this is where I'll learn Kung Fu.
But first we eat, yes? We cannot train if we do not eat, surely. At least a little.
No, we must begin training immediately.
But, Shifu!
This place was further up the mountain than I expected. Maybe we should rest a bit?
Listen to yourselves, whimpering children. Bring it on, old man. I'm ready.
We shall begin by assessing your present strength and skill.
I'll go first.
As you wish, Lee. Now, come at me with all your might.
You asked for it!
About to fight all three of them, one by one.
Step right as a chipmunk.
Don't even let her get an attack in.
You did well.
Not again!
Who is next?
I am! The sooner I fight, the sooner I eat, yes?
When today's training is done, you may eat to your heart's content.
Sounds good to me.
Hong Haka.
With the
Push big boy back. Slowly whittle him a little bit.
I see! That's all, then.
No more.
Well fought. Now, if you are afraid, then you may leave. There's no disgrace.
No, I'll face you.
Then come at me without hesitation, without mercy.
Okay.
Let's go, Yoon.
I see! That's all, then. You've all exceeded my expectations. I have to say, this is the most fun I've had in years.
Nice.
Who'd have thought I'd find 3 promising disciples so quickly? I've not felt this tired in a long time, but it is a welcome fatigue.
You have reached the end of this chapter. The Wanglu Shifu has gathered his 3 disciples, but who will arise to the challenge and prove themselves the worthy successor? Only you can decide their fate. Okay. That was cool. I'm excited to jump into more of that, honestly. And to round it off, the twilight of the Edo Japan period. It is an age of strife and bloodshed which threatens to consume an entire nation in the shadows cast by the fires of chaos. A shinobi is given a mission of paramount importance. Into a castle filled with deadly traps and wary enemies, he must venture that he might free a prisoner of singular talent. Yet will the shinobi carry out his task with a merciful heart, or will he put his every enemy to the sword? Shinobi time.
You've kept me waiting long enough. Speak.
I am pleased to report that, after a struggle, we finally managed to capture our quarry.
So, he's mine at last.
I've added the finishing touches to my puppet too, my lord. All that remains is to peel back the man's skin and replace his internal components. We shall begin work tomorrow, at dawn.
Very good.
Allow me to attend to his soul, my lord. For I do miss the taste of sweet, noble essence.
Very well. Soon the fires of war shall rage across Japan once more.
And all will be mine!
My lord.
A little late, aren't we?
I am ready to depart.
Are you now? And what would become of the Emma Shinobi were you to fall? Huh?
This doesn't look like my shinobi.
No, I will not allow it. Indeed, I would sooner go myself than send you.
My lord.
Perhaps there is another, then, who might be up to the task.
Is that me?
But,
Hayate.
my lord, surely there is no other shinobi capable of carrying out such a difficult mission. Unless, yes, there is another who may suffice. His training is incomplete, yet he shows great promise.
Uh-huh. And his name?
My lord, the youth is called...
Oboromaru. Obomaru. Oboromaru. That sounds so weird on the tongue, though. Oboromaru. Oboromaru. What was the ninja's name in... Let me see. Actually, you know what? I can just call him what my Suda nickname, I guess, is? And my Final Fantasy 14 character, Kazuma. Yeah, I like it.
As you will recall.
Kazuma, as you will recall.
Ah, yes. That one I know. Go and fetch him, then.
There is no need, for he has shadowed me from the first.
Impressive. Now then. Yours is a secret mission of the greatest import. Are you familiar with the details?
Yes,
my lord. Then go, young shinobi.
Wait! Before you leave, I will share with you my secret technique.
Kazuma learned the technique Shadowed Self.
Should you find yourself beset by enemies, it will serve you well, for with it, you can melt into the shadows and be...
That's
We
dope.
haven't a moment to lose. You must master the skill during your mission. I've no doubt you will. You always were a fast learner. Good luck!
You bear a heavy burden, young shinobi. The fate of the Ember, nay, the fate of all Japan, shall be shaped by your deeds tonight.
Let's do this. Gosho Aoyama is the main character design.
They would call it the Bakumatsu. A time when feudal factions fought against the forces of modernity, when men of
So
politics
cool.
and ambition wrestled for power. While men of subtle talents worked in shadow to shape events, their accomplishments unwritten. The ones known as shinobi. This is the tale of the greatest of the Ember. Like all must walk a knife edge. Between life and death.
The Infiltrator. When in doubt, consider the Ode Castle map. Kazuma carries with him a rough sketch of Ode Castle and its various buildings. Press that to view the sketch. Okay. So I have to get back there. Let's go. What level am I? 2. Okay. Slip past the guards or confront them.
Now then,
it's a lot
let's
of
go over
samurai.
the hourly passwords once more. Mountain,
River, potato.
Potato.
I mean,
an imposter. Take him away. This method allows us to tell Fred. Right. Back to your post. And if you hear the bell, you know what to do.
Sir.
Stealth missions a go. Passwords. Hayate said there were 2. River and Origin, I think. The Oda clan uses a password system as a defense against infiltration by spies and shinobi. When confronted by a guard, you will need to say either River or Origin to avoid combat. Okay. Set of chainmail. Oh, I'm so confused about that one. Okay. Oh my god.
Be at peace.
Okay. I actually didn't mean to kill him, but it is what it is. Killing you will bring me great honor. A Ronin? Oh. Flee. I want to try and not kill that many. I killed one already. I messed up, but if I can avoid it, I'm not gonna do anything. What do you want?
I see through your ruse.
Clever child. Oh, they're bad. Okay. Omatsu. I don't want to fight if I can avoid it. We are ninja for a reason. This is probably one of the more beautiful landscapes that are redone. It looks so damn good. Shh, keep it down or they'll find us. Let them go. Mountain. River. Very well. Wait, what? No, please. I wasn't gonna kill him. Accusing merchant. Who was that ninja that left? I'll go first. Just wait here. I've not seen you before. Mountain.
River.
You must be a new recruit in that case. Your assignment is now to guard the attic. If you spot anyone suspicious, inform me immediately. What is going on there?
We did it, Papa!
Keep your voice down. Aye, you're right. Now comes the hard part.
I know, Papa. 1,000 ryo. That's all we need to steal for the Watanabe clan.
To restore us to our former glory. And share with the townsfolk, too. They'll surely honor us as gallant rogues.
Then let's hurry, Papa.
Wait. We must proceed with caution. This attic may be riddled with just leave it to me.
Papa?
Huh?
Be careful.
Of course.
Wait. Someone's skulking about the attic.
Oh, are you kidding me?
This rat won't be caught so easily.
Well done, Papa!
What now, samurai?
Found you.
Ooh.
Papa?
Rest in peace.
Papa!
There's the bell.
Should be Origin now. Okay.
Wonderful, wonderful!
Oh, my lord!
What is even happening there? So I'm in that house right there. We're trying to work our way back. There's the goal.
Very well.
It's locked. Oh, I need a key. Choose your next words carefully. Mountain. Origin. Well spoken.
Oh, I couldn't bear another spin.
If it's a spin you want.
If it's a spin you want.
Round and round I go.
What fun it is to spin!
Mercy. Wait, I wasn't trying to... You can live. Good sir. Oh, that sucked. Are you kidding me? Get me out of there. Caught you. Everyone's trying to fight. Jesus. Sudami.
There's the bell.
gotta be someone that has the key that I need.
Oh, I couldn't bear another.
If it's a spin you want.
Round and round I go.
What
Oh,
No more spins. Reveal yourself.
A lucky guess, I'll wager.
Nothing. Oh god, I forgot about that. Nothing of note from them. Go away. There was another path up here, I think, that I can take. Oh yeah, what's happening down in this one? It's done. None will find the key. Indeed, who would think to look for the storehouse key inside the storehouse itself? Okay. Koban? That's a key item. What does the Koban do? Money is the equalizer of men in it. Indeed, with enough Koban, one can buy anything. Oh, I can bribe someone. Stop. You'll give me the password or else. Mountain. Wait, no, I nearly forgot the time. Origin. Good, you remembered. Huh? Oh, screw you. Make ready.
Ninja the first. Ninja the second. Ninja the third. Ninja the fourth. Together, we are... Hey! You skipped a step! Right, together, we are... Go Ninja!
Oh. Do I have to fight them? In some battles, groups of enemies may be led by a leader, but defeating this single foe, you can overpower the remaining ones and force them to retreat. I see him.
Now come the fireflies.
I'm not gonna lie, I want to kind of flee, but I don't think I can. Eat the cake.
This will do.
This will do. Be at peace. I take what is given, nothing else.
The game forced me to kill them, so that's what they get.
It would seem I made a tactical error, dividing myself into 5 parts.
Oh, they were shadow clones. Lives taken, too. Genji gloves. Another Kobin. Oh god, that's so cool. That's a clear, like, drop down. Yeah. I assume I don't want to fall there. So we're just going to go through. As tempting as it is to see what that is. Storehouse key. Oh no. Okay. Well, we did it, guys. We reached the end of each demo. Many dangers and deadly foes remain to bar Kazuma's way. Can he complete his mission in Ore Castle and make it out alive? That was dope. That was fun. So that was the 3 stories that the demo lets us play through. I had a good time with it. I hope you guys did as well. It is officially done. Demo-wise, this is the first episode. It's acting as the first episode. Next time, we will continue. Maybe let me know which one you want to see me continue first. But next time, we will continue from one of the 3 perspective stories. The game releases on the 22nd. So if you guys liked what you saw, go pick it up. Play it along with me. Otherwise, I'm excited for you guys to see the first part. If you guys want to see some of the, I mean, honestly, I kind of want to do the present day one, so that might actually be the first one I do when I come back. I don't know, because I'm really excited for that one. I think what I'm thinking is maybe I'll do like a chapter per person each part, and we'll just round robin all the way around, stuff like that. Let me know. Anyway, guys, I will see you later. Bye bye.